In this video, I'm looking at the Cleer Enduro ANC Bluetooth headphones. Let's get it. What's cracking, audio fans? It's David here from Prime Audio Reviews. Cleer Enduro ANC. Look at this, 60 hours of battery life with noise cancellation. Can you believe it? Can you believe it? Is it true? Well, yeah. I'll tell you right now, it is true. Inside the box, you get regular stuff. You get a USB Type-C charging cable. You get your auxiliary cable. But all enough with the box. And as you can see right here, they are foldable. They fold up nice and compact. Also, when they are opened up like that, the ear cups rotate 90 degrees in this direction so they can sit flat around your neck, and I find that nice to have in a headphone. I appreciate that. So you've got some swivel there on the ear cups, and they pivot a little bit as well, so they fit pretty good. They conform nicely to the shape of your head. The clamping force is, it's not tight, I wouldn't call it tight, but these ear pads, as lovely as they are, they don't breathe at all, so your ears will get hot after a while. But overall, I find the Enduro ANC quite comfortable. I can wear these for a couple of hours. You know, if it's a hot day and I'm not in the air conditioning, I might get a little bit uncomfortable. But otherwise, I don't have problems wearing these for long periods of time. As for the price, these are normally $149. But at the moment, I've seen them for $129. I've even seen them as low as $119. So that's something to consider. I'm sort of reviewing these headphones in the context of their regular price, which is $149. So these are wireless headphones. They've got a 60-hour battery life. What? Active noise cancellation and 40mm ironless drivers. Now, ironless drivers is a patented Cleer technology. There's a link maybe somewhere in the, there's a link in the written review. You can look it up if you want. So in terms of build quality, I think it's pretty nice. They're primarily plastic, like every other Bluetooth headphone on the market, just about. They've got these nice gold trim on there. There are two colors. There's a navy blue and this light gray one. Got your spring steel metal headband, of course, but everything else is plastic. Got a nice bit of padding on the underside of the headband. The ear pads they look a bit shallow, but they're actually a little bit firm. They're kind of firm and soft at the same time, so my ears don't touch the inside driver cover, and I have reasonably large ears. So yeah, overall the comfort is not too bad. They, just like I mentioned, they do get a bit hot on the ears. And all the controls are on the left ear cup, and you can see them. There's your power button. It's a multi-function button. That's your play, pause, answer calls, etc. These ones only control the volume. If you want to skip tracks and rewind tracks, it's all done with that multi-function button there. This button here is your ANC mode button, and just a single press cycles between the ANC modes. So you've got active noise cancelling on, ANC off, and you've got ambient mode, of course. And these also have an extra feature called conversation mode. And that means if you hold down this button, it mutes the current music that's being played, and it turns on ambient mode. So if someone's like talking to you or something, you don't want to take the headphones off, you can just hold this button down. You can have a conversation with them. Or if you're on a train and you hear an announcement, you can hold that down and you can clearly hear what's being said. Now, as far as that ANC goes, it works pretty well. It's definitely not class leading. It's not your Bose level or Sony level of ANC, but it does do a good job of blocking out the noise of my computer and my air conditioner. I've already mentioned that 60-hour battery life a couple of times, and it is legit. Even with the ANC on, you're looking at 50 to 60 hours of playback time from these. That's really impressive. In addition, they support quick charging, so a 10-minute charge will provide up to 2 hours of music playback, so that's pretty nice. Another thing to mention is that the Enduro ANC comes with support for the Cleer Plus phone app. Whether you are on iPhone or Android, definitely you should get the app to get the most out of the Enduro ANC. Within the app, you can control the ANC and ambient mix. You can kind of mix them up. There's a slider in the app. You can also apply the preset EQ settings, and there are 2 actually custom EQ profiles. So that's pretty handy. Definitely recommend getting the app if you get these, or if you've got these already. It also, in the app, you can also see the remaining battery life. You can do OTA or over-the-air firmware updates too. So the app is definitely something that you don't want to ignore. In terms of call, video and gaming performance, well, the call quality on these is actually pretty good. It's above average. My voice sounds loud and clear, and others can easily hear what I'm saying. I will give you an example now.
After 4300 BC, people were again living on the larger islands. The hunting camp of Bolsay was in use once more, with microliths being made and discarded. But the new occupants of Bolsay were also discarding broken pottery vessels and ground stone axes. And as if to replace the shell middens of Oronsay, new types of mounds had appeared on Isla, megalithic tombs.
Watching videos is great too. There's no visible latency when watching YouTube or movies on my iPhone. Gamers can enjoy the Enduro ANC too because there's hardly any noticeable latency when playing games with these headphones. Well, so far things are looking pretty good for the Cleer Enduro ANC. Good build, pretty good comfort, good features, good functions, incredible battery life, but how do they sound? Well, let me tell you, the Enduro ANC has a warm sound with deep, meaty bass. It's a controlled bass, but it has a heavy impact and a fast decay. And as a result, it doesn't sound boomy or loose, but it definitely dominates the scene due to the overall tonal balance. It is a good bass for electronic music and jazz music, but it doesn't fare so well on vocal and acoustic music. One thing is for sure, you can't accuse the bass of being light or unengaging, but it can overwhelm the mid-range and the highs. The mid-range is clear and it's mostly neutral, but it is fairly recessed, so the mid-range does sit behind or in between the bass and the treble. Correspondingly, vocals and some instruments get delegated to the background under the shadow of the bass. However, there are plenty of good moments to be had, especially in the upper mid-range. Female vocals fare better than male voices, and they come through clearer with better fidelity and spirit. If you are sensitive to high frequencies, then you'll have nothing to worry about here. The Enduro ANC's treble is of the softer kind. There's no hint of sibilance or sizzle, but there is enough bite in it to add some balance in relation to those meaty lows. Right, I don't have a whole bunch of wireless headphones to compare against, but this here is the new KZ H10 earphones, and check out the design on them. They look very similar to another well-established brand, but I won't get into the design right now. We want to talk about how they compare in functionality and sound to the Enduro ANC. The KZ actually has more bass. It's more upfront in general. Everything is more upfront. The bass, the mids, and the treble. So you get this even heavier bass than the ANC, the Enduro ANC already has. But fortunately, the mids on the KZ H10 here are more forward. They're a little bit more clear and full-bodied. But these are also a little bit more forward in the treble, and they can border on a sibilance. You do get a little bit of sibilance and sharpness in the highs here, especially as that volume gets turned up. In terms of active noise cancellation, you know what? The KZ, this surprised me. The KZ actually cuts out the noise of my air conditioner better than the Enduro ANC. However, having said that, the ambient mode on the Enduro ANC is definitely much better than it is on the KZ here. So regular ANC mode, KZ wins. Ambient mode, Enduro ANC all the way. Now when it comes to battery life, you're looking at 50 to 60 hours with ANC turned on the Cleer Enduro ANC. With the H10, is that what it's called? Yeah, with the KZ, it says 30 hours in the marketing spiel. Now I have not had time to test that. I only opened this box today, but 30 hours, I'm not sure whether that's with the ANC on or off, but check out the future video of this one to find out. But obviously the battery life is better on the Enduro ANC. So in terms of sound, the KZ, it's got a little bit more bass, it's more forward in general, everything's more forward and up front in its presentation. Vocals and the mid-range especially are noticeably more forward on the KZ, which is a good thing. But that treble, it might be a problem for anyone sensitive to high frequencies. It is a little bit, it's not the best, it's not the most even treble or the tamest treble I've heard. But like I said, I need to spend more time with this one before I can give you definitive description of the treble. But in general, I would say that the KZ H10 here, it can compete pretty much on audio quality with the Enduro ANC. So with that extra price in mind, I think the Enduro ANC, it actually holds up pretty well considering. The KZ here, it's a little bit raw in its audio presentation. It's the first, I think, as far as I know, it's the first ANC headphones from KZ, but it's a definitely promising sign of things to come. However, let's come back to the Enduro ANC here. Look, for the regular price of $149, the audio quality is iffy in my opinion. It is not great. However, if you are concerned primarily with battery life and functionality, these are amazing. The build quality is good. The sound is okay, but it's not great. Like, it's not an audiophile quality sound. It's not high fidelity, but it is nice. It has a punchy, meaty bass, and it's tuned for fun. But really, the appealing factors with this one are the battery life and the features, the ANC, the ambient modes, the app support, etc. So do I think these are worth the money? Well, at the full retail price, $149, I would be kind of on the fence. However, at the sale price of $129, or at the moment $119 in certain places, I would say these are definitely worth the money. And especially if battery life is of importance to you, then I would have no hesitation in recommending these. Anyway, I'm going to wrap it up there, guys. So that is the Cleer Enduro ANC, and I'm going to wrap up the video there. Don't forget to check in the description down below. I've got links to the full written review on my social media channels, Instagram, Discord, etc. I have a Patreon account set up. If you would like to support this channel for any reason, check that out as well. Thanks for watching the video. Give it the old thumbs up, PARFAM audiophile style. If you are new to the channel and you want to see more content like this, make sure you hit that subscribe button. And until next time, I'll see you later.